I killed a lot more. Yeah? I know that's what you want to talk about. But a lot of this stuff, it runs together. The timing, I'm 87 years old. I'm going to be 88 this year. I spent 14 years overseas. I fought 2 wars. I have 19 holes that I bled from. Both my legs have been broken. Right now, I got 6 pieces of metal in my body. 2 in my thighs and down in my lower legs were broken. I got a piece of metal in my left leg. My right leg is shorter than my left leg. I got scars all over me. I can't hardly walk. That's why I didn't stand when you come in. No disrespect.
I didn't take any. Well, let's move into... There was a down B-52, correct?
Yeah.
That supposedly had a nuclear bomb.
It's B-57.
B-57, excuse me.
It crashed in the mountains, and I was told, I know it was nuclear equipped. In other words, you could carry a nuclear bomb on it. And I didn't know if they had a bomb on it or not. But we were supposed to parachute in, left that alone. Didn't want to drop into an area like that. I've been in jumps where the area was smoked. So we landed on top of the mountain, helicopter. We dropped in about 10 feet. We dropped in. It was a heavy landing. We had our stuff with us. And we went down to the crash, and wasn't much there. The Vietnamese had already been there. By the time we got there, we got in there at first, might have had a chance to see what's on this thing. But we found some goggles, and we knew that somebody had this aircraft. We brought some of the oxygen bottles back. I didn't find any bodies. We did look, and but the story is we knew that there's no point looking any further because there's nobody here. The plane was crashed and hit the mountain, and the tail was separated from the body. And so I decided, okay, we need to go home now. This is enemy territory. And Team Broadminded, so we went down the mountain and started home. But it started to rain, and I told them that I needed an extraction because we could see tracks on around. I figured some bad guys are out there, so I called for an extraction, and they called back and says, no, we can't come and get you because it's raining, and the choppers can't fly. I said, well, I'll give you a day, and I'll stay here for a day, roam around, and then I either gotta stay here until you come get me, or I gotta come home. And after all of that, I decided we're going home. And I got my team together in a little huddle, and Dorosky was a very tall point man, still around today. I said, Dorosky, no, I said, point man, take us home. And for the next 5 days, we walked through enemy territory, went through 2 minefields, swam a river, wasn't captured. And we got hit, the last part of it, they opened fire, but that was all right. Not gonna bother us because the Marines were coming from the other direction to pick us up. So we probably killed a bunch of them, but that didn't bother me because they weren't gonna really attack us. And the truck showed up and picked us up and went home. And the general said, or the colonel said, why don't you get something to eat? I wasn't hungry. Couldn't eat. I let my troops go to the mess hall. Then I had to go down to the colonel's office to see the CIA guy and the debriefing. Sure, you've been in a lot of those. But they debriefed me, and I told them what I knew. I didn't find any bodies on the aircraft. And then the colonel said, "Why don't you go and take a nap?" I was tired. I said, "I don't know if I can sleep. I've been awake for 4 days, almost 5 days. I'm laying down, and my eyes had closed, and I couldn't get my eyes open. I had mud and dirt, cake, everything was in my eyes. I was laying there, and I couldn't get my eyes open. I was moving my head. I was trying to get. Then I had to do this. My arms were so tired, I couldn't hardly reach my face. It was a hard physical trip for us. And finally, I got my eyes open. Then this young kid was standing there. He come in, said, "Lieutenant, I got your mail for you." And I was a staff sergeant. Said, "I got your mail for you." First different voice I've heard, because I knew my guys' voices. And he was different. And he shouldn't have been in my tent, because everybody knows you don't do that. But I had to learn to be a human being again. I'd been in the jungle for so long, I was almost turning into that person. I could eat anything, fight anything, sleep in the water, those type of things I had experienced as I was making this, from a peacetime Marine into being totally involved in this jungle thing.
Did you feel more at home in the jungle
I did.
than you did?
Yeah, when my time come to go out, I had about 2.5 days in the rear. You get some regular chow, see the doc and all that, but I had a doc with me. It was uncomfortable. I felt better when I'm out there at watch, when I got my knife, I got my pistol, I got my rifle at the ready, and I know I can kill anything. I wasn't afraid. I had gotten past that stage. I was only afraid for my men.